Good morning. This show is about connecting employers with employees and letting the viewers and the listeners know what's out there. This is Employment Opportunities with Randy Clark. If you as an employer or if your company needs some positions filled, let us know on the WOIL Facebook page or just send me a private message on Facebook. Now, without further ado, I want to welcome my special guest today, the Superintendent of the Tallassee County Board of Education, Dr. Suzanne Lacey.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Dr. Lacey, could you tell us maybe a little bit of something about you?
Sure. Well, I have been around for a while. This is my 38th year in Talladega County Schools as an educator. My 14th year as superintendent, and in that long period of time, I have done just about every job there is to do. I started my career at Childersburg Middle School, and I was a classroom teacher there. I taught 5th grade, and from there I became the assistant principal, the principal, and then in our central office I've done several jobs there before being appointed the superintendent in 2008. So
Okay.
I love Talladega County Schools, obviously. And it's just been the greatest joy in my life to serve the communities throughout Talladega County. And it's just a great honor to work with all of our employees and the people of this wonderful county.
Right. Now, Dr. Lacey, I see that you're well involved in the communities. You're on several board of directors. Could you tell us about some of these local boards that you're on?
I can. One of the ones that I really enjoy so much is SAFE here in Sylacauga. SAFE does so much work to support our families and our schools throughout Talladega County. And I work closely with Margaret Morton and her staff. We have several after-school programs that serve our students here in Sylacauga. For example, at B.B. Comer Elementary School, we have almost 100 students this year that are being served through the Bridges program.
Okay.
And SAFE just does so much. They're very well-rounded, and if you have a need, SAFE is going to be there to support whatever that need is. This summer, I did a lot of work with Margaret and some of her staff on STEM education, and I know we're going to talk about STEM a little bit later in the conversation, but they're just always up to good stuff at SAFE.
Right.
And Talladega County Schools is always such an honor to be part of the work that they're doing there. I'm also on the Ritz Board of Directors in Talladega, and of course the Ritz Theater, like most entertainment venues during COVID, had to shut down. So they're just getting back up and running and have a big concert this weekend. And to be a small theater, they do a wonderful job of really attracting lots of talent. And later in the year, we're hoping to get some of our students back to performances, because that's such a rich learning opportunity for students to be able to see, Broadway productions right here in Talladega County. So just a real pleasure to work with the people there at the Ritz Theater.
Great. I know Miss Morton, she's outstanding. And I love that Ritz Theater.
Yes,
it is wonderful.
Yes, beautiful place.
Now, tell us about the STEM program.
Okay. Talladega County Schools has worked with STEM education for many years now. 11 of our 17 schools are STEM certified schools.
And STEM stands for?
STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Okay.
And we have done a lot of work in a particular method called project-based learning. And that's where our students assume responsibility for their learning through researching and solving real-world issues. So we know that STEM education and STEM jobs are the norm these days, and students really need to be very technologically competent. They need to be able to work in teams. They need to be able to do research. They need to be able to troubleshoot. And the STEM education movement allows for opportunities for students to do all of those things.
Okay.
And when our students graduate from a STEM certified school, that endorsement is on their diploma. So I think for an employer to be able to see that is really important, because it showcases that students have had that opportunity to work in that type of environment. And Our other schools this year that are not STEM certified are working toward that goal.
Okay.
And we hope at the end of this school year we'll have several more, because our goal is for all 17 to be certified by Cognia. That is the accrediting agency for schools in Alabama.
Okay. You know, I had Mr. Jeff on from Central Alabama Community College
Yes.
a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And how does our high schools fit in with
Yes.
CAC?
CAC is a very integral part of our secondary program for students that are in high schools. We have a number of students that are taking dual enrollment classes, which means they're taking some classes at their high school while they're also taking classes at CAC. It's very important to our career technical pathways. For example, welding. If students want to get a credential in welding, we're doing some work there with CAC.
Okay.
They're just a very good partner to have close by, because, again, students in high school could realistically have a 2-year degree and a high school diploma at the same time. So to have the CAC campus in Childersburg and Talladega,
Right.
it's just a wonderful opportunity for students to take advantage of that.
It is.
And we're so excited about Mr. Lynn being in our community, working with him, and just really expanding opportunities. This past summer, for example, we had over 20 students who worked with a program at CAC to be certified as a phlebotomist.
Okay.
And the students were actually paid to go to that program, and then they received their certification after that, and that was in conjunction also with a program through SAFE. So
Okay.
it's just a great partnership with CAC and other community partners to really do wonderful things for our students.
It is. It's great. Okay. Now, I know you mentor a lot of young ladies. What is advice that you give other young ladies that maybe is wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Well, I think what has made the difference, I know, in my career is just working hard.
Right.
And that doesn't sound real scientific, but
But it's true.
It is true.
It's true.
And as a young teacher, I would come early, I would stay late. I wanted to learn everything that I possibly could to be a great teacher.
Right.
And that was just the work ethic that I grew up with, that my mom instilled in me. And in every role that I've played, I've had a new learning curve. So I've had to study, I've had to do my homework, I've had to read and do a lot of research myself in order to really understand and become good at the different roles that I've had. I've also had wonderful mentors, and I think that would be a huge piece of advice. Work closely with the people that you're surrounded with, because those are the greatest opportunities to learn and be able to stand firm on your feet. So
Right.
I'm so thankful for the individuals that have been in my life and my career that I've been able to learn from, and they've just taken me under their wing and helped me to grow and develop into a competent leader. And I think that would be the greatest piece of advice I would have.
Right. That's great. Now, tell me about your award.
Well, about a week ago, I was named the Alabama Superintendent of the Year.
Well deserving.
Well, thank you. I'm very excited. There were 9 finalists from every district across the state, and our district is District 6. So I was so thrilled to represent our district, and then to be named Alabama State Superintendent of the Year was a surprise.
Wonderful.
But now that accomplishment has been achieved, I will apply for the National Superintendent of the Year.
Okay.
And that just means that I fill out an application, and I submit that this week, actually.
Okay.
And from that process, there will be 4 finalists from across the country. Every state gets a nominee.
Right.
And there were questions that I've had to answer. I had to submit a video, supporting evidence to showcase my work in Talladega County Schools. And we'll see.
Okay.
So about mid-December, the 4 finalists will be named. And I know it's a long shot, but I think I do have a worthy application. And there's so much great work that's been accomplished with wonderful teachers and administrators, students, support staff, and all of our communities, that I feel good about the story that I was able to tell.
Okay.
And to be able to share about Talladega County Schools is just awesome. And I got to do that through the application process. So
Okay.
I'm hopeful that there will be good results, but if not, I'm just honored to be able to represent our state.
I think they will.
We'll see.
Okay, now a very important subject here in the Sylacauga area. And there is buzz and excitement here in Sylacauga. Tell us about the Avondale property in B.B. Comer School.
Yes, so back in 2017, the Talladega County Board of Education purchased 30 acres of the Avondale property. And we were thrilled to get that property because we are landlocked where the two schools sit. So we needed that property for future development.
Right.
And we were thrilled to purchase the property from Perry Andrews, who was a longtime employee and beloved band director at B.B. Comer High School.
Yes.
So he was so gracious to work with us to purchase that property. And a couple of years ago, Margaret Morton and I, once again, were working on some community type projects, and she said, how do you think your board would feel about partnering with SAFE and others to, capture this vision of an innovation center?
Right.
And it took me about 5 seconds to say, we think that would be a great idea, because it is a great idea.
Yeah, right.
And it has evolved just from a simple conversation to a project that now is so multifaceted.
Right.
As you know, back this spring, the governor awarded the county board $1.75 million, which will be used for the cleanup of the property. Right. You don't see a lot of difference in the property right now, but it is coming.
But it's coming.
Yes, sir. And the guys that are there right now are basically assessing the property. That's the first steps to just dig down to see what's there and make a plan when the big equipment comes that will actually clean up the property.
Right.
But the ultimate goal is to build the East Alabama Rural Innovation and Training Hub, which will be a state-of-the-art facility that will have lots of different arms and legs. One of the areas, for example, is early childhood education. Okay. So we know there's a big need, not only in our area, but across the state and the nation, to train child care workers, to train teachers. Pre-K is a big program in our state now that's expanding really quickly. So that's just one component. Another big area would be technology, cybersecurity, anything high tech. We talked about STEM, and we know that so many of the jobs in the job market these days require individuals to have those competencies. So it's going to be an area that will connect business and industry and also education. And the ideal outcome will be to train a workforce that will not only meet the needs in Talladega County, but the East Alabama region, and a training hub that others would want to come and see and replicate the work that we're doing, especially in a rural county, because we know that rural counties like Talladega County, we have some different challenges than other places.
Yes,
so
we do.
We really want to hone in on that and make this a first-class facility for others to be able to come and want to replicate the work.
Right. It's great. We're so excited. I know I represented Ben Robbins.
Yes.
And Kay Ivey, Miss Kay Ivey, Governor Kay Ivey, I need to give a shout out to them. And
yes. Absolutely.
And Ben is a great guy.
Yes, we have been delighted to work with Ben, and he has been right on the cutting edge and right in a front row seat with the development of this project. And we're very lucky to have him in Talladega County representing us.
We are. Ben jumped right in there and got going right off the bat.
Yes, he did. He was, I think, baptismal by fire. But he has just been such a great asset to our county and to this project in particular. So we know that great things are going to come from it, and we're just thrilled as a school district to be part of that, along with my partner, Dr. Michelle Eller in Sylacauga. It holds great promise for education.
Right. That's great. 17 schools.
Yes.
You are one busy lady.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to ask you what we're really here for today.
Okay.
All right. Now, I want to talk about, and I know you've got them, they're all over the place. What positions are available with the Tallassee County Board of Education as far as the schools are concerned?
Okay. Yes, we have a number of positions that we are always looking for and currently looking for. Those would be bus drivers.
The bus drivers.
And I want to say a little bit about bus driving.
Okay, right.
It would be a great career for an individual that may be retired.
Right.
It's a great career even if you're not retired. We have a lot of our bus drivers that work full time and then drive in the mornings and the afternoons. They
Right.
can adjust their real job according to the bus schedule. But we also have a lot of individuals that are retired. But it is a wonderful opportunity to be part of our school district, and we have lots of buses in Tallassee County.
Right.
We run over 130 plus buses. And if we don't need a driver, we need a substitute driver.
Right.
So our transportation staff, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Philip Cosper, are wonderful guys, and they actually train prospective bus drivers right in our county. So
Okay.
if you're considering becoming a bus driver, then your training is going to be right here in Tallassee County, and it's going to be done by our transportation
I was curious
staff.
about that.
Yes.
So they train them right here.
Yes, sir, they do.
Great, great.
And we also have other support positions in our child nutrition program, also custodial and maintenance type positions. Those have been really difficult this year to fill. And that's a really important part of our work every
They
single
are.
day, because with the COVID crisis, we're doing lots more cleaning than we've ever done. So we've had to increase our staffs in some places. And we just need really good people that are interested in that type of work to come and be part of the school family at one of those 17 schools.
Okay.
And some of those duties involve both inside work and outside work.
Okay.
So we also have some teaching positions. Special education teachers have really been tough to find. That's,
Okay.
again, that's a universal problem, not only in Tallassee County,
Right.
but across the state.
Right.
So we have also increased our pay for substitute teachers this year because, you know, from time to time, just on a good day, whether it's COVID related or not, teachers are going to be out.
Oh, sure.
So
Sure.
we are definitely training a new group of substitutes.
Okay.
And that's an easy process with filling out the application, and we'll do some orientation with those folks and get them right to work.
Okay.
So we would be thrilled to entertain anyone that is interested in any of those positions. They can call the Tallassee County Board of Education or go on site at our website to find out more information and also to get an application.
Okay, now these bus drivers,
Yes.
where do they apply?
They apply also at our board.
Okay.
Just get a support application, complete that.
Okay.
And if they're interested in becoming a bus driver, probably an email or phone call to our personnel office
Okay.
or one of the guys, Mr. Jackson or Philip Cosper. They can lead you through that process and start the training toward earning your CDL license.
Great, great. And the same for the
Yes,
substitute
sir.
teachers?
Yes.
They,
Yes.
they apply the same
They
way?
do apply the
Okay.
same way, and
Or
we'll
teaching or custodians,
Yes.
any of them, they're
Yes,
the same way?
we have a wonderful personnel office. Dr. Karen Culver is our coordinator, and we will be happy to answer any questions and help you through that process of
Okay.
application.
Well, they apply and then y'all set them up with an application packet?
We do,
Okay.
yes, sir. A lot of times individuals may stop by the office to pick that up. They can actually download the application from our website.
Okay,
Or just whatever's comfortable for them. Many come by the office to pick one up, and
and what is the website?
the website is www.tcboe.org.
Okay, and phone number?
Phone number would be 256-315-5100.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great,
That's like a test.
great. Now, Dr. Lacey, say anything else you want to talk about we didn't cover?
Well, I just want to say thanks for the invitation this morning. It's a pleasure always to talk about Tallassee County Schools, and in particularly the work we're doing and the workers that we're trying to hire for these needed positions. We have about 7,050 students this year throughout the district in those 17 schools. And
Never realized that. I
yes.
didn't know it was that many.
Yes, and We're hard at work. Last year we were on a hybrid schedule until March, meaning half of our students were there on 2 days, the other half the other 2 days, and rotated every Wednesday. So we're getting back into the routine of school, and naturally with an amended schedule we have lots of work to accomplish, making up for lost time, so to speak, with that schedule last year. And I'm just so appreciative of our communities and our parents, and I want to thank them for their support. You know, this has been tough the last few years for everyone, and educators are no exception. So we have a wonderful support system throughout our district, not only with our employees, but our communities. And I just want to say thanks for, you know, helping us to work through some difficulties. We had a big virtual school last year that was new and different. We had never done that before. And, you know, our parents have been just super to be able to help their kids get back in the routine, get reestablished, and we're trying to create that sense of normalcy so that, you know, kids can have a full productive year. You know, we love students and we want to have all the extras for them. So we just thank everybody for being patient and understanding, and fingers crossed that this year will continue to be positive and productive for everyone.
We're getting better?
We are getting better, yes, thank goodness.
Dr. Lacey, I know these are trying times right now, and we haven't completely recovered from the pandemic, but we're getting there. And we have to trust in the professionals. Thank you, and all administrators, teachers, coaches, custodians, lunchroom ladies, bus drivers, and all the volunteers for keeping our schools going.
Thank you, and that is so well said, and I just say kudos to all of those individuals, because we are a great collaborative team in Talladega County Schools, and you know, I couldn't do my job without the wonderful support that I have. And all of those different areas of individuals that you just described, they make a huge difference in the work every single day. And I'm so proud of them, so proud to work alongside them.
It takes a whole team to keep it going.
It does, yes.
Okay. Superintendent, Dr. Suzanne Lacey, thank you for coming.
Thank you, it's been my pleasure.
And we'll see you next week.